Howdy folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got a gift request and I'm always curious about these, and it was a gift from Jeff Cather. So Jeff, shout out to you. Thank you, my friend, for this one. And it's Rachel Messer. Now I don't know Rachel because I don't watch the TV shows and such. A lot of folks like to watch The Bachelorette or all these things. I don't even watch the Grammys. But Where the Weeping Willow Cries. And here's what has me intrigued. Jeff said, "Hi Don, for this request I am back to promoting female artists. I have had this one in my list for about 2 years. She is from West Virginia and was on Team Blake on season 15 of The Voice." And this is what intrigues me. I'm always intrigued about why people do what they do. And in social, like broader social context, like Carrie Underwood is basically, well, not entirely, but got her start because she was on one of the shows. I don't know if it was America's Got Talent. I don't know if she won it. Some people wind up, they were like in third place, but they wind up getting big contracts and doing really well in their career. So I don't know what Rachel did on this. But Jeff knows his stuff when it comes to country. I have a special place in my heart for West Virginia because I've got some dear friends who live just outside Charleston in Dunbar. So I've spent a fair amount of time in West Virginia. They live on the Kanawha River. So I don't know if Rachel's a mountaineer. Rachel, if you see this, if you're a mountaineer. All right, here we go. Where the Weeping Willow Cries. That's very, very nice little addition there. A weep. I've always wondered, why do they call it weeping? I guess it's because of the way the branches come down. Oh, pretty string work here.
Carousels that go round and round, that just brings me back to missing you. And I love the way my mama talks, the stories that go on and on. When I come back and home's on the other line, you love the place where the weeping willow cries. Song comes on and you sleep real good all night long.
The little things you remember.
And I love the way old records sound and carousels that go round and round. That just brings me back to missing you. And I love the way my mama talks, the stories that go on and on.
They do.
I call back and home's on the other line. Yeah, I love the place where the weeping willow cries.
All right, I'm still at 30 seconds left, and I don't think we're going there, but I've been wondering. The guy's obviously not gone because you look in the video here, and she's with her man. But the line that was earlier in the song about missing him, and usually, especially in a country song, but I don't know, maybe I'm just biased in that way, or sort of like preconditioned to think that that means a breakup. Either somebody passed away or they broke up. Usually they broke up when you're missing somebody. But that's not where we've gone in this song.
Oh, when I come back and home's on the other end, I love the place where the weeping willow cries.
Well, in the end, I guess I got the sense it wasn't about her man. It was just about her upbringing. But gosh, this is like open-ended. And I love being, I want to say tortured, but it's not. I love trying to connect the dots because really good songwriters don't pigeonhole you necessarily. No, some songs are good when they're on the nose and they lay it right out in a certain way. But I like it when the lines are sort of open-ended and you really have to work harder to connect the dots. Because the video here said one thing, and then maybe it's because I was expecting there to be a breakup, but there was not a breakup. It was just all these things. But why was that line in there that she missed him? Was this just about her home life? I mean, she brought her mother into it, and how she told these really long stories. And I can relate to that. This seems to me just to be something about missing home. I think it's about missing home. Where they showed the illusion or what most people would have assumed, such as myself, was that it was missing a guy who was gone. But it's really about missing home. They got the Roosters in there. She loves his albums. Man, this could almost equally apply to her father as to her husband. Because I think, I'm just going to guess it, that's her husband in the video. I mean, you just don't smile and laugh like that, and dude just doesn't hold you up like that if he's not your husband, generally speaking. Yeah, Jeff, man, is this just about missing home? You know, you grow up, you get older, life changes, you move on, and not in a bad way, in a good way. But you could still miss home. You still miss your mom. You can still miss your dad. I mean, folks will obviously do that. That's just normal. That's proper. Yeah. But all right, now, she has a very soothing voice, and she's a very pretty girl. Well, she's a woman, obviously, but I'm much older, so this is how I see it. But I'm not sure what she did on The Voice. I know on The Voice, aren't there like 4 like famous musicians? Like, it's not Ariana Grande. Who's Blake married to now? It's the other one. There's another one on the show. And then a couple others that are all like professional artists, and they get to pick one, and then they have to put a song together or something. I wonder what Rachel did, where she ended up on it. I know I reacted to Laura Massetti, and she actually commented, as did her aunt. I think her grandmother did. Her family, because I've done 2 or 3 reactions to Lauren, and Lauren was on one of these shows. I don't know if it was The Voice or America's Got Talent, but Lauren blew me away as well. And this is how I learn in reverse about who's been on those shows. But I really like the guitar work in this. And she even started with that. I just sort of smiled because I stopped the video and said, or I just made a comment while it was going, like, I like the guitar work on this. Like, after about 10 seconds, I'm like, wow. And then that was one of the first lines in her song about she loves how his guitar sounds or something. gosh, which put it in the present context in the song, which would suggest it was with him. They're running up the steps, jump in the bed. He's holding her. They're together with the dog, and they show, I don't know if it's their kid or not, but the young girl who looked to be about 7 years old or so doing this heavenly thing. It really seems to be set in but why did she miss him? That's what I didn't see. That line in there is what threw me. So, all right, I got to rate this song. I really did like the guitar work. I like the intrigue. She has a very soothing quality to her voice. The number that popped into my head, because it's got me going, was a 9.0. It's almost, this is the first thought I've had, it's almost like I'm looking forward to the future in the sense of figuring out what the song is about. Where's the rest of the story? And maybe it was all in this song and I just didn't put the pieces together. But it's not for lack of trying. And some folks accuse me of overthinking things, but I'd rather do that than underthink it. So anyhow, all right, guys, you can thank Jeff Cather for that one. And Rachel as well. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.